You know, I'll never forget my junior year in high school at the state wrestling championships. There was a wrestler from Marshall High School named Mike Hammer. He was a senior for the Owls and was one of the best grapplers in the state. He was in the finals, but many people didn't realize he had torn ligaments in one of his legs and was forced to wrestle one-legged. Hammer lost the match, but watching him compete, as I can remember, was one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen. Tonight, in Part 3 of Mid-Missouri Mat Mania, I'm going to introduce you to a local wrestler who's overcome an even greater challenge than that in order to participate in the sport. When you first look at Ron Acton, you see a young man with a disability. At age 2, he lost his right arm in an accident. But look closer, and you'll see an amazing athlete defying odds in the sport of wrestling.
I just want to prove to everybody that I can do it too, wrestle. And it's just fun. So you go out there wanting to win.
Ron Acton doesn't have a handicap. He is some kid. He may not have as many arms as the kids he's wrestling, but that kid doesn't have a handicap. He is an inspiration.
Not only is he an inspiration to opposing coaches, Ron is an inspiration to his Hickman teammates. As a matter of fact, he's one of the KOMU co-captains.
I just pushed myself every day last year, and I guess it paid off finally.
As far as a wrestling coach, I have nothing but high regard for Ron, not only because I feel like he's one of our hardest workers, but I feel like he has a handicap of having only one arm, and I think a lot of people overblow that. You know, everybody talks about that, but Ron is a heck of an athlete. And when I put that athleticism together with his goal setting and his determination to reach those goals, I have somebody that I just love to coach. He's the kind of guy that a coach, he's a joy.
Ron's older brother introduced him to wrestling, a sport requiring strength, balance, and stamina. Ron has all three, but still there's the disability, which means he has to work harder to succeed.
He had a real good shot, a real good takedown that he was hitting a lot of people with and taking them down quite a bit. But people started to catch on, so we had to change off and change the form of attack. So we spent a lot of time trying to figure out a way that we could do that and be effective.
It's just tough when you got there and you need your other arm, you know, to turn him over or something. But I try to adjust the best way I know.
He's come a long way. He's very shy, very soft-spoken. When he steps on the mat, it's like day and night difference. He kind of turns it on and makes things happen. It's kind of neat to see.
At the beginning of the season, Ron set one goal. Last Saturday, he reached it. Ron Acton is going to state. State tournament begins on Thursday. Ron and three of his Hickman teammates will be competing, and traditionally, Francis, Howe, Helias, other teams that send 10 and 12 wrestlers have a large cheering section. But I think when Ron Acton takes the mat, that whole Hurd Center is going to be tuning in, watching him, and cheering him on.
I think so. That's a nice story. Thanks, Brian.